Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Be sure to give that like button a big thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a fragrance review on Ormaie Paris. Super cute, look at the sample box. Adorable. As always, I recommend getting the samples before going and buying a full-size bottle, because you never know how the description or the ingredients are going to smell or sit on your skin. And of course, they give you a voucher of the same amount you paid to use on a full-size bottle afterwards. Ormaie, all natural, all organic, mother and son duo. They killed these fragrances. This stuff is some of the best smelling stuff. First one that we're gonna review is Libroom. It says, the morning in the orange orchid. The dew takes on the fragrance of citrus and woods. Has top notes of lemon, mandarin, bergamot, ginger. Middle notes of cardamom, sage, jasmine, tuberose. And bottom notes of cedar, sandalwood, and vetiver. Very fresh, very clean, very soapy, but it does have that citrus vibe to it. You can definitely smell like the mandarin and ginger and some tuberose in here. I would give this fragrance probably a 6.5 out of 10. 6.5, 7. Next we have 28 Degrees. They named it 28 Degrees because this fragrance was inspired by a summer night roughly around 28 degrees Celsius. I love this fragrance. This fragrance smells amazing. The bottle looks really elegant for this one too. So 28 Degrees, this one is like very warm flowers, white flowers and sunshine, kind of a vibe going on. So the top notes are lemon, bergamot, mandarin, and pink pepper. Middle notes of rose, jasmine, sambac, tuberose, and orange blossom. And bottom notes of sandalwood, vanilla, and immortelle. I love this fragrance. I think this is one of the best fragrances in this entire line. I think I would give 28 Degrees a 9 out of 10. I do really enjoy this one. It's really pretty. You could wear this on date night. You could wear this as your signature. You could wear this all year round, although it is definitely a spring and summer fragrance. It just smells so pretty, like the prettiest. Feel the flowers in the sun and like you're in a pretty white dress, like great for a summer's night. This would do really good in the heat. Yeah, really like it. Definitely recommend, check it out. Moving on to the next. So this one is their most popular, most talked about fragrance in their line. It's called Papier Carbone. This one was inspired by licorice and wooden bookshelves. Very weird description. This one is very complex. It is definitely one of their better fragrances. The top notes are bergamot, coffee, star anise, and cardamom. Middle notes of clary sage, lavender, coriander, nutmeg, and bottom notes of patchouli, Haitian vetiver, ambrette, and guaiac wood. You can definitely smell the coffee coming through. Coffee, lavender, and nutmeg. It smells really good, really sweet, really cozy. Definitely would recommend this as a fall fragrance and totally unisex. Anyone could wear it. I do think it leans a little bit on the sweeter side, and it's just really nice to smell. I would give this fragrance an 8.5 out of 10. All right, the next fragrance in line is Yvonne. This is supposed to be their most feminine fragrance with tender roses smitten by red fruits. So the notes for this, the top notes are grapefruit, bergamot, marigold, blackcurrant, and pink pepper. The middle notes are rose, jasmine, and peach. And the bottom notes are vanilla, benzoin, tonka bean, sandalwood, and patchouli. Really, really sweet and cozy bottom notes. Really brings it through. So, wow. This fragrance is amazing. Definitely feminine, definitely flirty. Great for date night. I would recommend this one for date night for sure. The dry down is very, very tonka bean. I love tonka bean, and this smells so good, you guys. I would give Yvonne a 9 out of 10. Really, really great. Next up, we have Le Passant. He appears for a moment, then moves on. His perfume remains lavender ombre. So that's the description. Top notes are bergamot, lavender, marigold. Middle note of lavender, and bottom note of tonka bean, amorous, and vanilla. Now I know this one is marketed towards men. I think this one is will be a very beautiful feminine fragrance as well. This is definitely 100% unisex. Anyone could wear this. I think this would look so pretty on a woman. This is not your strong masculine lavender cologne. Like, this is pretty soft, elegant, and that tonka bean and lavender at the base really bring up the coziness and make it so sweet and irresistible. This is one of the best lavender fragrances I've ever seen. It is not just your solid lavender. I feel like a lot of the times lavender fragrances just smell like lavender, or they're geared towards men and they're, you know, more harsh. This one's very sweet, very soft. It is multi-dimensional. It is not just lavender. Like, you can really smell the other notes coming through. And it's just a very well blended. I'm very impressed by this. Yeah, Le Passant, I would probably give that one, yeah, I'd probably give this one a 9 out of 10 too. I think it smells great. I think they did a really great job with this one. Next up, we have BLEUE. I have no idea if I said that wrong. If I did, I'm so sorry. The description for this: dark exoticism, a jungle of vanilla and rum, the madness of iris and violet. I love it. Anyways, so the top notes are rum, mandarin, lily. Middle notes, violet and orris. And the bottom is vanilla, patchouli, benzoin, and cocoa. Or cacao, my bad. So when I first smelled this, I was expecting like a sweet chocolatey scent, a gourmand. Yeah, I was really thinking like coffee and chocolate gourmand is what I was expecting based on how they were marketing this fragrance. This is definitely vanilla and rum and violet. Yeah, so this has that rum booziness to it with a strong like vanilla extract scent, and then you also get that iris and violet smell to it. Very floral, like I would describe this as a floral vanilla rum. I think it's done well though. I would give this one maybe a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. I think it was a little bit overhyped for me. And we have one last fragrance left. I have no idea how to pronounce this. It's spelled T-O-I. I believe it's German. Anyways, I'm gonna read the description. She waxes her slippers, mystical incense, the wooden floors. So this one was inspired by wooden dance floors before the female dancers would go on stage. And the notes of this, the top notes are incense, black pepper, middle notes of cedar, sandalwood, and patchouli, and the bottom notes of vetiver and vanilla. So this one's a very, very interesting fragrance. I have a lot to say about this one. First smell, this kind of smells woody and musky. But like sweet at the same time, like a sweet, woody muskiness, but I wouldn't exactly say that this is masculine. I would say this is feminine. I mean, obviously it's unisex. Anyone can wear this fragrance, but it's more on the sweeter side. So when you first spray it, you definitely get that kind of cedar wood smell to it, like a sweet cedar wood kind of scent. But here's what happened. So I was testing this out actually just last night, and I sprayed it on my skin. I wanted to see how it worked with my chemistry. It lasted, by the way, it lasted all day long. Amazing longevity. Fell asleep in it. Woke up, still smelled it on me. The stuff is great. When I was sleeping, I had this on, right? And I kept like smelling my arm while I was sleeping. So funny enough, the dry down for this fragrance is not very woody or, you know, musky or any of that stuff. The dry down it dries down to smelling like a vetiver vanilla fragrance. The vanilla really comes through and the vetiver just rounds it out. So the cedar and like the fresh wood cut smell is definitely more of an opening spray that fades down into a vetiver vanilla. It is a beautiful vanilla. If you let this sit on your skin for a little bit, this is a gorgeous vetiver vanilla fragrance, and you guys, this one's underrated. You may not like it at first sniff, but give it a second try. So this fragrance is definitely one that progresses and changes over time. So even if you may not like it at the very beginning, the dry down is very beautiful, and definitely something that you should like wait and see how you like it instead of just spraying it and kind of judging it based off of the initial spray or what's on the card. Because it does evolve into something that I think is truly beautiful after a certain amount of time. It wasn't my favorite at first, but it's so addicting after you let it settle down. So I would probably give this fragrance an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you again for tuning into this video. I hope you liked it. Leave in the comments below which fragrance that you guys like the best and what you would like me to review next. And as always, thanks again, and be sure to subscribe for the next one. Have a good one, you guys.